Oh, it's not.
There it
That's not
is.
how I was
There it
gonna look
is.
it up. I know, but that's not how I would have thought to spell that.
Is that not, am I wrong?
I think it's supposed to be Kokai. Kokai. Yeah, Kokai is the diet building.
Ew.
Yeah, we're talking about waffles. Why are we talking about dieting?
I think
Maybe
know
the
what
diet
happened
waffles.
18 years ago. You three were close.
No,
You,
it
Monica,
translates to
and Andrew.
confession, which is not the diet building. That's the first thing that came up when I searched for Kokai, but I think it's Kokai.
Monica was murdered.
2 O's, not
And Andrew
K-O-K.
found the body in the mountains.
Oh, it is.
It had one O
Huh.
here. It was K-O-K. There's
Yeah,
You missed a K.
Yeah, no, I did. No, I got it right. It means confession, but it also is the Japanese name for the diet building.
Cool Name said, well, I would like to kokai my sins.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing
Well,
the pews in the church.
I can feel my sins crawling on my back, so.
Is that another Panic at the Disco song?
No, that's an Undertale quote.
Oh.
It's like the best line in Undertale, I feel like. It's something that appears during the Sans fight. You can feel your sins crawling on your back.
I mean, for you, that's a mental image, I'm sure.
Oh, I just think it's a really, really great, like, phrase. Like, I don't know. Very poetic.
And you brought it back to the cold storage warehouse.
Oh, so neither of them killed. They just found her body in a hole in the forest.
And then they brought it to the storage warehouse to be able to see the corpse of her friend, of their friend forever. That's kind of creepy and weird.
So Sejima killed Monica.
I mean, do you not want to see me long after I'm dead?
Absolutely not, 100%.
Oh,
if I
thanks.
find your corpse, I'm just gonna be like, "Yo, please take care of this and give it a proper rest." Like it's what they would have wanted.
I mean, I'm an organ donor, so like do that stuff first.
I think if your corpse is like found, I don't think they'd be able to salvage anything, right? If you've been
Then
rotting.
don't kill me in the middle of the forest. Jeez.
I'm not killing
That's-
you in the forest.
No, I'm saying-
if I find your body
I'm
in the
saying
middle of the
other
forest,
people,
I'm
that's-
not gonna be able to.
That's very
that's
selfish
how I
of a
think of that.
serial killer to kill me in the forest where my organs can't go to help people.
Yeah, you gotta tell your serial killer that when your serial killer comes to your door and says, "I'm your locally assigned serial killer. Nice to meet you. Do you have any preferences?" It's like, "Yes, please. Can you serial kill me in a hospital? Because I'm an organ donor." And then your serial killer has to. It's the law. They have to abide by that request.
I've seen inside his head before, using this machine.
Wait. They said that was 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
How old is this guy?
So Sejima, he's like in his 60s.
60.
Yeah.
So he was only 40 when he did his first kill?
How young? Is that what you're trying to say?
Take it how you will.
If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore. I'll tell you the truth.
Why is your shirt a
Hey.
different color in the icon
Yeah.
in there?
I think it's the lighting in the Somnium. It's like a cool
I don't-
light, whereas like the lighting in the model,
I don't think the green really flatters her as well.
it doesn't. She looks sickly. I think I've made a connection. I've also made a
Between
mustache
cockeye?
out of slime. No, can we not? That's my least favorite Marvel superhero. I just think that they did them dirty in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I mean, they didn't even give him a
Yeah,
actor. They didn't give him an
movie.
actor with a lazy eye. That's like his signature.
Signature move.
His suit. That's his
Oh,
power.
yeah.
His power is he has a lazy eye.
Yeah, so he could look in two directions at once. It's masterful aiming.
Are we horrible?
Yeah, I think we're shitty human beings. I don't think we're good people. That's rough, buddy.
Cool name. What are you asking? Is it a rainbow connection to?
It's so funny.
18 years ago.
18 years ago. What is going on?
It's her baby. It's Iris.
Did she give birth in her house?
You're going to see So?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
So is Iris's dad. Monica
Yeah.
had an affair with it, and he
Yeah. And he
disowned
killed
her, and she went after him anyways to try to, like, whatever, I don't know, get him to be involved. And he murdered her.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you can't.
Why
Douglas
not?
and Barty has nothing to do with it.
Are you worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
But your stomach is still...
Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
I'm not worried about
Why do they
your
keep
body.
saying this like that's not, like, isn't that common knowledge?
Oh, I think it's because So is thinking that she's still pregnant, and that's why he kills her.
Okay.
So I think that's like they're trying to like give us breadcrumbs about that.
Is what true, cool name?
I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, if you have a lot of breadcrumbs, you also will have a bit of a
Yeah,
bloated
pretty-
belly.
Yeah, it's all the gluten.
So doesn't care about you. And especially not your child.
I haven't told him about giving birth. He contacted me for the first time in a while.
Yeah, cool name. It does stay for a little while, the bloated belly. The uterus doesn't just, like, immediately shrink.
Yeah. Here, I'll look it up. I should know because my cousin just had a baby. Don't dox me. But I forgot
that's
how long
why.
she told me it lasted.
I imagine it probably varies a little, but
How long
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking.
until
If anyone ever finds out
your
that Mistress had his baby,
stomach?
his political career would be over.
we got it.
We got it! Yay!
It's not like it was an affair.
His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
Douglas Lombardi.
Okay, but it's still messed up, Monica. You're 18 and he's 40. And he probably realizes that's messed up.
It takes about 6 weeks for your uterus to contract fully.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds right.
Breastfeeding sheds around 500 calories per day. That's intense.
Man, I gotta start breastfeeding.
I know. We should both start breastfeeding. It's the best way to lose weight. Everybody, you heard it here, folks. Let's go.
How many pounds a day?
The newest dieting trend. No, 500 calories.
Or 500 calories a day?
Yeah. I work out for an hour and a half, and I barely like tip over 200 calories burned.
So, like, I just need to, like, breastfeed, like, 4 times a day, and, like, there goes all 2,000 calories.
My entire day, including working out and being active, I've only burned 500 calories. Like, if I breastfed, I would have doubled that today. It's not fair.
You live, you learn.
You live, you learn. I'm gonna start breastfeeding more.
It would still be a big scandal.
But yeah, so he 40-year-old slept with possibly 17-year-old Monica. And he's like, oh shit, the media will be like, that's messed up, and so now that's my assumption of why that he'd be upset about it, even though it wasn't an affair.
Yeah.
He impregnated a girl who
Yeah.
just graduated high
Yeah, there.
school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it.
See, he's just Shido.
That's why he gave
He
you
is
money
Cheeto.
to deal with it.
Does that make Iris? Oh, spoilers! Spoilers. I'm not gonna say it.
There's no way he'll accept.
But you know who I meant. You know who I meant.
Yeah.
It's okay. I told him that I won't cause any trouble. But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit?
And by a little bit, I mean 18 years.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
She developed an incurable
I'll
cancer.
I'll be right back in the forest in a hole with multiple stab wounds.
Listen, you know how much I love to reverse headbang.
But take this with you, just in case.
It looks like you're wearing that lamp on your head.
It's a GPS transmitter.
I thought that was for a second. I thought that was like a pill or something.
It's
It's
a
like
cyanide pill.
I was like, is that like a morning after pill? Because it's not how that works. You already gave birth.
It's like just
It's
so she
too
doesn't get
many,
pregnant again.
too many mornings after. No, don't look up. Does the morning after pill work after giving birth?
No, I'm not looking it up. I promise. I know the answer to that one.
Do you?
I mean, obviously it wouldn't because,
It is
Like-
a morning after though.
but it's not the morning.
Does the morning after pill work any morning after, or
Okay,
only
now I
one
have to
morning
look-
after?
Now I do have to look that one up.
Is there a limit to how many mornings it could have been?
Yeah, literally, that's what I'm looking up. Is there a limit to how many morning afters you can take?
Renju just hands the stir and like, it's not too late to get an abortion.
Well, there's no limit on how many times you can take Plan B.
Well, I didn't
But-
think that.
How long can you take the morning after pill twice in 1 week? You can take the morning after pill more than once per menstrual cycle if you need to. However, it's worth bearing in mind that the morning after pill shouldn't be used as a regular form of contraception.
I was gonna say, can't you just take it every day? But I guess it says not to for some reason.
I really don't think I'll need it. But okay, if it'll make you feel better.
Okay. Let's see what it says.
I think you know what it's the
Literally-
morning after cool name.
I'm literally looking up the medical description of the pill itself.
I don't
Progestin
know
are
why this
available
all,
over
so
the counter.
she said he was kind
Can
and
be
loyal,
used.
that he wanted to change Japan. But I didn't understand any of it. He tried to convince her to break up with him so many times. She never listened. And it ended in tragedy. What happened next, you already know. Neither Renju or I saw it happen. So I don't know how much of this is accurate.
The manufacturers of the morning after pill described in this article do not recommend taking it more than once in a cycle.
Okay, cool name, but that's not an abortion.
But we could guess what happened.
And he's gonna do it. Ready for the squelches.
Squelch, squelch. Oh, it wasn't him. It was Douglas Lombardi.
But isn't this just Hitomi's take on it?
Maybe. But she wasn't there.
Yeah, but there's also no reason we'd see things as they actually happen just because what she's telling us.
Okay, so I looked it up. You need to take, depending on the brand, within 3 days for one or 5 days for the other. After that, it's statistically no longer effective.
Within 3 or 5 days of
Sex, unprotected sex.
oh, so not birth.
No, I don't know how long after birth you can take the morning after pill to not get pregnant with the baby you just gave birth to. I don't think there's enough data to answer that question.
What if you take multiple?
After birth?
Yeah.
I think at that point you ascend godhood.
She looks pissed. Jeez.
Might just be
Okay.
the angle.
What?
Might just be the angle. It might just be the what is it? The angle or
Or the devil?
the devil? Or there was
Uh,
a way to say devil.
who told you this?
Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them.
What did So say to Monica?
He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything.
About the killer.
Date, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima.
Who's that?
It's So's son that we keep calling Douglas Lombardi.
Oh, have we had that confirmed?
Number 89 is not So's son. Like,
No, I mean, have it confirmed that Saito Sejima was So's son?
I mean, we're probably gonna get it now.
The son of So and his late wife.
Now we have it confirmed. Yes.
Seek a way out!
Saito was 12
call
at
me
the time.
Pat Barasha because I could see into.
Wait,
the-
excuse me?
What? I missed it.
Saito was 12 when he killed Monica.
Oh, classic.
So's 12-year-old son killed her.
Yes.
I mean, Mizuki's 12, isn't she?
Yeah, but she's super
I feel like
strong
Mizuki
from
could
spending
commit
8
murder.
years in...
Yeah, she did. Sorry, I forgot that that's canon. Yeah, she was gestating for 8 years.
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't
Maybe
know.
that's why Sosajima's wife died too, because she was trying to gestate him for 11 years.
That's the next question. How long can you...
How long? What's the longest human gestation?
How
Yeah,
long
I'm
can
looking
you
that
be
up.
pregnant?
Yeah, do you really think I'm not looking that up? Do you really think I'm not looking that up? How long can you be pregnant? Like, that's literally, like, I've thought about that question a million times.
Cool name? They didn't say how So met her. Probably, like, I don't know, went to a cheerleading practice and to pick somebody out. Well, how do 40-year-old people meet high school students? Nothing good.
The longest recorded pregnancy was 375 days.
Wow, that's
which
almost
is
a year.
100, it's 100 days. It's more than a year, but yes, you're correct. It is almost a year in the fact that it is more than that.
Almost doesn't have to be, like, below.
No,
It
I'm
can
not
also be
arguing
right
that.
above.
And I'm not arguing that. I said that. I'm like, you're correct that it is almost insofar as that it is past it. Yes.
But very
It's 100
close.
days more than average. The average pregnancy is 280 days.
So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras. He asked
I mean,
him to
I think
dispose
in
of the body and
current,
left the scene with Saito.
in current society, they just induce pregnancy if the baby's ready to come out, but pregnancy hasn't occurred naturally. Just to,
We,
you know.
cool name, we've never had any politicians come to our my high school, at least.
No, I don't think any don't dox us, cool name. Oh,
That might just be a Canadian thing.
I think it is. Yeah, I don't think in the timeline that I'm in, it definitely is at least not a thing from where I am.
But I guess they're in Japan. I don't know if politicians go to schools in Japan.
Looking that one up.
The incident was
Politician
18 years ago.
visit
That means the chairman was Rohan, not
Japan's
Moma.
high school.
Oh yeah, how old is MoMA again?
I do not know.
Isn't he like 30? 48. I think it looks good for 48. He would have been 30, but okay.
I don't think it was MoMA.
No, they said the chairman is Rohan, not MoMA.
Yeah.
They just said that. I'm just saying, I was just trying to figure out how old Momo was at the time of that incident.
Would have been, yeah.
Rohan went to the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men.
Listen to the rest of the story.
Summarize for me.
Neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her.
You must have been waiting for a while then.
But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes. At first, we thought she was on her way home, but we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
Up! Voice line was wrong. It said
Renju
we.
and I got nervous and decided to follow it.
Yeah, she said we.
There's a
What about the
supplemental
baby?
we in there. We.
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
That's a sentence.
We couldn't take the baby with us.
You
so-
said the baby here.
We couldn't take the baby with us, so
Yeah.
It says we couldn't take a baby with us.
I mean, we couldn't take a baby. Definitely not the baby, but also just generally a baby.
I gotta make sure to have a mob doctor ready to babysit.
Those are Kumakura men.
we didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. We could only watch as it all unfolded. I knew what the hole was for,
Should have attacked them.
but I couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. I remember
Two
my
high
heart
schoolers
beating
attack
so
a bunch
fast.
of gangsters. They haven't been gestated for 8 years. They don't have the superpowers.
Okay, but they have the element of surprise and can use guerrilla tactics.
Listen, what does it matter that they can fight like monkeys? That has nothing to do with anything.
Have you ever fought a monkey?
Fair enough. Fair enough. A monkey will rip your face off.
I'd much rather fight another human than a monkey.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I retract my statement. You made your point. Very rarely do you like so convincingly win an argument, but you did this time.
Are you sure? I could like back more facts.
If you, I was gonna say if you want to support your argument further or weaken it, I'm happy to.
I can find some
acknowledge
sources right now, and
either. what is the grip strength of a monkey
Yeah.
versus the grip strength of a
Cover
human?
her. Just a minute.
oh, gross. That was sounded gross. Ew, it's dripping. Well, that's messed up.
The Kumakura
So that's
people
how she
covered
lost the
Monika's
eye.
body, then left.
Yeah, because he collects left eyes, remember?
Renju
Or right
ran
eyes?
over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw.
Saw.
That's wild. That he dug that hole with a tree branch.
Monica!
Why are you dirty?
Monica!
She just rubbed some dirt on herself. She wanted to feel like she was contributing.
Poor Hitomi.
We need to call the police.
I feel worse for Hitomi than Monica because Monica made very bad choices.
No, yeah.
Hitomi was just trying to be a friend.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself. I know what they're capable of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be... gone.
Oh!
You convinced me.
What?
That's why Rohan wanted Hitomi and Iris dead. And send Douglas Lombardi to kill them. It all makes
When
sense.
did he say to send them to kill?
Remember, because Douglas wanted to retire, and he was like, "Well, we got one last job.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a lady and her
But
kid."
Douglas
Should be
was
easy.
dating the lady.
Yeah, and we were made to think that it's because of that, but I think it's because of this. It's because they found out that it was Iris. Iris was
He knew more
Monica's
about the dirty
baby.
underbelly of society
Maybe.
than anyone.
But he does have a dirty underbelly.
He knew when
I
something
mean,
couldn't be
he
handled by
just
the police.
dug up a hole and pulled someone's eye out.
I mean, sometimes it's hard to wash under the belly.
Yeah, it is sometimes. Yeah, if you got a particularly big belly, I should know. Don't dox me.
Decided they would do anything to kill the child, and I believed him.
You know, I'm in a
Had to
reality
protect
where I
Monica's baby.
develop a big
Had
belly.
to, no matter what. Okay,
No matter what.
I understand.
What? So it becomes Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, I was confused because her sprite changed, but I was like, oh,
decided to trust him.
they're switching between the modern one and the one in the
Yeah,
flashback.
did you watch like the 30 seconds of like sepia transition every time? I vastly prefer the
Cool
book
name
art.
said he knows your exact location.
We couldn't
a big
leave
belly.
His body in the forest.
Cool name would like to know your exact location.
Oh, he says he knows.
Oh, he knows. That's fair.
We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
Cool name can know.
He kind of
They're
should have
allowed.
just left her in the grave.
Yeah, you just like destroyed a crime scene.
Destroyed a crime scene. Took something that links you to the murder they did.
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it. But it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area.
Like they were very clear about not wanting to put a target on themselves, and then they took the body.
Yeah, literally the
They're
biggest
actually looking
target.
for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key. You can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
That is
Just a little.
weird.
Like the alternative, you can get some therapy, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Learn to process that people die and it sucks. Like,
Yeah, grief.
Don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her
Oh.
no matter what. And don't worry about them either. The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them. I'm sorry, Monica. Sorry. I'm sorry.
you said it a lot of
Monica.
times.
Oh, and that explains why Renju was so willing to give Iris a job and all this stuff. It's all connecting. It's all connecting.
Because Renju's her dad. Kind of.
No, Renju's like kinda. Renju's like the guy who gave her mom a
Yeah,
GPS
he's the
tracking
closest
chip.
she has to dad.
I thought Douglas Lombardi was.
For like, what, like 3 months or something?
Well,
I'm
they
not sure
put
that counts.
Okonomiyakis on their head. That counts for something.
Yeah, I don't know if it counts for like decades of parental
Are we
involvement.
Monica right now? No, are we Hitomi? Is this Hitomi vision?
I'm clicking things to see if she talks, but she's not. She's not making weird comments about the shoe cupboard, shoebox.
The shoe cover.
I don't know. I don't have shoebox.
The sock pantry.
The stocking cabinet. Uh,
That's where I keep all my stockings. Where would you keep them?
where should we name her?
I was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
Iris?
The goddess of rain.
Got it in one, I guess.
And the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
That's really messed up, Hitomi.
Well, yeah, you know that when they ripped Monica's eyeball out, it made me think of that.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
Not only that, it's also for Monika's name. The kanji for Monika uses the character for love, and Monika reminds me of Monoko, Japanese for eye.
Do people name kids like this?
This is
So
involved.
both names have something to do with the eye.
Like, most
I mean,
people
I
I've
think
known that had kids are like, I just like this name.
I think in Japanese you can do a lot more with like kanji and stuff to make them mean stuff. But yeah, like with like Roman lettering, right? The Greek alphabet, not Roman. The Greek alphabet makes it a
Cool.
lot harder.
Cool Name said Japan loves their wordplay.
They
Yeah, I
do.
guess Ace Attorney makes sense now. Why everybody's a pun name.
Yeah.
And I, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
So that's how you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Iris. Yeah.
Yeah, because in
Really like it.
Japanese it would be AIRISU.
Did you get the birth certificate?
The mob doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth certificate, and everything will be taken care of. You look worried.
I feel like I'm somehow betraying Monika.
By willingly sacrificing the next 18 years of your life to raise her child?
By saying
Like-
that it's her baby, not Monica's, I think.
Okay, but given the circumstance, she kind of has to. And, like, I can't think of something more loyal than committing the next
Yeah,
20 plus
literally-
years of your life to
not be
somebody's
dramatic,
child.
Giving up your life, yeah, to raise somebody else's kid.
Yeah, like, I'd be like, you could literally, you could go, like, piss on my body at that point. Like, dude.
Noted.
Nothing can undo how much you just did for that person, so.
If I find your body in a cold storage warehouse and I'm raising your child as my own, I now have permission to pee on your body.
You do.
You heard it now.
You do. I will not retract it.
Yeah, the internet knows.
But you have to
heard it here.
fulfill all those stipulations.
No, yeah. I mean, I would have to find your body in the forest, put you into my parents. No, I'd be.
And I don't mean like
Right.
locking my child in a closet. Like, I mean like actually raising my kid. Like being a good parent. Or trying
be-
to.
I'd be a great parent.
Cool Name said you can piss on me alive if you want.
Hey, cool
She was the
name.
one who
Cool
gave
name
birth.
gets it. Cool name gets it.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that, because a war is about to begin.
A war?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time.
That's one way to describe it.
That's the worst way to describe it. That's the worst.
Parenthood is a war.
Yeah.
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate, you will officially be her mother. Be sure to raise her responsibly. I'll help. Occasionally.
Occasionally, huh?
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monika.
Well, Hitomi looks pissed.
Hitomi did not like that.
She is like, I'm gonna fuck them up. If you tell me their name, they're dead. You better not.
If you tell me their name, can either be Persona or Death Note. No in between.
Oh yeah, every time that I with Ren would have the in like a conversation would have need to find out like somebody's name and they give you like two options, I'd always pick the one that was just simply like full name. That's it. I'd just be like, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It's just gonna be like full name. Yep.
Saito was only...
12 years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son.
Oh, you're absolutely right that Saito is number 89. Because they said that number 89 didn't, like, the only time he could feel the pleasure center of his brain was when killing,
Yeah.
and that he took his first victim when he was like 12 or something ridiculous.
I was right. Let's go.
And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I love it when I'm right.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son, or the Kumakuras.
I feel the same way. But you can't think about revenge now. You and
But
the baby
didn't
can't
So
live a life
said
like
that Date is his son?
Yes.
Like killed by your father.
Date and number 89.
We're Sajima?
Brain swap.
Brain blast! And do you think
I
that's
think-
what the medication is for? To give him dopamine artificially so he doesn't have to kill people?
No, I think number 89 was the one that did the killing. Like the number 89 we know. But he was Date in Date's body, so Date looks like So's son because Date physically was his son, but not his
But
brain.
Douglas Lombardi is Date.
And
Date's actually
Date was Douglas Lombardi, aka the guy who did the Okinomiyari.
Okinomiyari. Yep, that's what it is. So Date is Douglas Lombardi, and whoever's currently in Douglas Lombardi's body is Saito Sajima. Is that his name?
Yeah. And
So Saito Sajima is currently in our body. We're Iris's uncle / father.
and that would
Slash
explain
Hitomi's-
why Iris was so like attached to Date.
Because she like sensed the souls.
Sure. Her personality, like,
Yeah.
I mean, it explains it. It's loose, but I think it's there. I think that's the intention.
I think so.
That's the
I think so.
theory I'm going with all this.
It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense.
And that's once again why he is missing the eye, of course.
And-
That
and
the
that's
incident
probably
5
why we-
years ago is when they brain blasted each other.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why we get all the seek a way outs. Is like the memory starting to try to like bubble out. That makes sense. It all checks out.
And
'Cause
maybe
remember, we
maybe
had-
the medication is just because something's wrong with his brain because of the swap. Maybe the swap is not a.
Well, yeah, but you got to remember, bro, that again, right? Saito cannot feel pleasure unless he's killing, so that's like a biological thing.
True.
So he wouldn't, you know what I mean? He would have to. Date feels pleasure all the time. Like we know this by his character.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think that's what the medication is. It's to artificially give him pleasure hormones.
Makes
the
sense.
opportunity will come. So wait until the right moment.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, especially because a lot of the time when they talk about his dosage being up, obviously they do it as a joke too, but they are like the first couple of times it was when like Date was like getting particularly like angry at somebody. Because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we gotta up his dosage, otherwise he's gonna want to start killing.
Raising a child was much harder than I expected.
You know, I have some faith in these
Waking
theories
up in the middle of the
that
night
we've
to change diapers or feed her.
collectively made.
Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to
As soon as
sleep.
we get to the stopping point, we're
And I
stopping.
always needed to put her to bed so carefully. It would only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again. So I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through the windows. But even with all that, I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away.
What?
Parenting is hard.
But my
I
hands
could
were
not.
full
I
raising
could
Iris.
not.
Well, it's
I mean, I'm
also
sure if I
a memory
was a
of her
parent,
best friend.
Yeah, like I'm sure if I was a parent, I could, but like I'm saying right now, if somebody like
I
handed
never
me a
thought
baby
about
and was
anything
like,
else.
stay up all night trying to like enduring this screaming sack of rotting papaya, I don't know what I'd do.
Eventually, My desire for
Do you like how I
revenge
bring
just
callbacks to
faded
previous
away.
goofs earlier in the stream?
Yeah, the screaming.
Yeah.
Oh no, she thinks she's a dog. You messed up.
No, oh no.
Time to
What if
reset.
she's a furry?
Oh no.
Oh no, she's been watching too much Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh, I thought she was saying I'm wet.
Oh no!
Like she like wet her diaper.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
It's still weird that she's like, I'm wet, I'm wet.
No, it is still weird. Sweepy up.
Mommy, I won race today. Is Mommy proud of me?
Proud?
Loud.
Oh
Is
no,
my
she's an
moon
uwu.
proud?
Mommy, I
Oh,
want to see
wow.
Rookie Moon again.
Ooh,
You're
yeah.
so good at dancing.
Mommy, did you know food never expires?
Sorry, I burned it a little.
It's okay, they
I
won't
will-
expire.
I love overcooked pancakes. I'm not gonna
Why
lie.
can't I dance at the stores? I can't help it. My body dances on its own. Mommy, don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me?
Aww.
Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get better?
I hope you're talking like a broken
I
bone.
want to dance again with everybody.
And not like you just have like a dog's toy or
Mommy,
something.
do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching. Mommy, thank you for everything. I love you
Aw.
more than anything in the whole wide world.
Even more than dancing?
Yeah, even more than dancing.
I'm the worst. I'm such a jerk.
Oh,
Like, I
look
would
at
ask
little Iris.
Yeah. We've seen her before.
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
You overestimate my memory.
That was so fun.
Oh, fair.
We should do it again.
The food or the food fight?
Both.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again too.
Uncle Date.
Hey, Mommy.
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking about?
It's not too late.
As long
He's
as
alive
it's
still.
cool, I'm all for
Yeah.
it. I say go for it.
I ship them.
would
I mean,
always
I
question
think
myself. Could I keep living a lie?
I would be kind of upset if you
I
didn't.
promised Monica that I would avenge her, but I couldn't work up the courage. And maybe Renju was exaggerating, but there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monica's body to the police, So would be punished by the law. And the Zajin
Oh, that's why they kept the body.
would be uncovered.
Why?
Because there's no statute of limitation for murders in Japan. So whenever they were in a better place to like uncover the truth, they would be able to like
But
bring it
that would
out.
mean Iris's secret would be uncovered as well. That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want
That
Iris
makes
to know that
sense.
So was her
Like that
father.
literally answers why they kept it.
I guess. But, like, Renju seemed very much against ever saying anything, so.
And even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for
But
18 years.
pink hair is a recessive
I
gene.
didn't want to lose Iris. But
I mean, thankfully she doesn't.
it can be
Iris
cruel.
didn't have an interest in like going into like genetics or something, because
Yeah.
might have questioned some things.
God used other means to take Iris from me.
I thought we've already established that Iris isn't dead.
Yeah, but we haven't told her yet, remember?
Iris
But
suddenly-
right at the
About to
start of
do
that, we
that.
were like, you know, we know that that wasn't Iris's body, that was Monica's body.
It was
Oh,
caused
you're
by a
right.
malignant
We didn't have to
tumor.
tell her.
Oh, it's the
because she already
tumor.
knows.
It's the tumor.
Oh.
Nothing we can do.
It's the
She
tumor, it's a
only has
tumor, it's a
year to live
tumor.
at most.
It's a
That's what the
tumor.
doctor said. If you remember me telling you.
No, thank you for reminding me. It's been a while.
But what I didn't tell
We
you
did. I do remember going into her
is that
Somnium
it
to
was an
fix her
experimental
tumor, but then she still
treatment.
died. Because that's not how Somnium works.
I don't think we're trying to fix her tumor. I think we were trying to like wake her up because she was unconscious or something, and then she died because of a tumor.
It was.
Experimental new treatment.
Very expensive. So she went to
Some of the
to try to get
cutting-edge
money.
nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
God, I want a good place to stop. This is all like mid-conversation.
Nanomachines.
This is just,
Nanomachines.
Yeah. Nanomachines. Nanomachines, son.
But the procedure would be so expensive. It wasn't something I could afford. I thought hard about it.
Ask Renju.
About how I could
He's
get
rich.
Yeah,
that kind of money.
Renju's literally a millionaire.
But I couldn't think of a solution.
And
Like, hey,
Renju, like,
Renju.
is involved
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah, do you know my daughter, the girl that we vowed to protect with our lives and keep safe? She needs experimental treatment. Can you at least just like give her a raise or something so she thinks she's earning the money to get her tumor fixed or something, you know?
Anything,
Like, I don't
really.
know.
Like,
Right? Can you just pay and just be like, yeah, like you're one of my greatest idols. I can't afford to not have you around. Like you could literally be the meanest asshole about it if you wanted to, but you have the money to fix it. Like why wouldn't you?
Before I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her time was running
Oh,
out.
November.
I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris... In any case, I had to get the money before it was too late. So I thought of a plan. A plan to blackmail Sosajima.
that's a ballsy plan.
2 days ago, on Saturday night, I called So and invited him to come to the warehouse.
I don't know. Do you think this is a good place to stop?
I mean, it can be if you want to, yeah.
Or before they get into the plan? I feel like the scene otherwise is just going to keep going.
Yeah, it's just gonna keep going probably for like another 20 minutes.